dear learners, welcome to NIOS. The subject is Home Science. Lesson number 11, Time and Energy Management. We are done with part 1 of the lesson. Now this is part 2. It's in the form of video series. You can learn from the video series. Let's begin part 2. Some methods of work simplification. First is keeping your workplace organized. For example, when you have to do some work, you have to sit in your room, it's always good to have an organized set of table, chair where you can keep your coffee mug, table, laptop, notebook, newspaper, anything that you need to require for that job, then your work can be simplified so that you can avoid looking for the things that you need and then you go around and look for the things and it takes a lot of time and energy. So your time gets wasted, you take a lot of time in looking for the thing that you need. So it's always good that you keep things ready. For example, in kitchen, let's discuss. When you have to cook something, so you have salt is something that you use every day. So it's not wise to keep salt at a very high height. Keep it close to you so that you can save time in reaching to it and putting it. Some things that you need on a daily basis can be kept close to you. And when you have different containers, it's always wise to have transparent containers so that it saves time and you can immediately look at what you're looking for, rather than having containers that are not transparent, because it will waste your time in opening everything and knowing that what is needed at that time. So it's always best to have a transparent container. When you're using a blanket for your night every day, just keep it on your bed, fold it and keep it on your bed. Don't keep it in the almirah every day because you'll waste your time in taking it out. Second is using labor saving devices. As you can see, the lady is resting in the picture. For example, you need to grind something and you use the traditional methods to do it. It's not wise. Use a mixer grinder to grind things that you need. For spices, for powdered spices, instead of using traditional methods, you can always grind them. Washing of clothes, not washing them from your hand, use washing machine. Technology can save a lot of time and you also save a lot of energy. Be it choppers, juicers, fridge, etc. All these things help us in saving time and energy. Third method, using appropriate work movements. Let me explain. While doing your work, if you use a rhythmic movement, for example, you have to mop a floor, you will use a mop to do that, a pocha to do that, and there is a direction in which you mop the floor. If you're not mopping the floor in the right direction, it'll always waste your time. So always go for continuous movement instead of zigzag movements. Continuous movements are way better than zigzag movements when it comes to mopping the floor, because you will waste a lot of time in using zigzag movements or not being in rhythmic movement process. Keep things prepared, plan well so that your time can be saved. Fourth, changing the work sequence. As you can see in the picture, the lady is ironing the clothes. It's always, once your clothes are dry and they are crinkled, you need to iron them for making them look clean. So it's always good to sprinkle water on the clothes so that ironing comes out very clean. When you have a lot of clothes and you have to iron them, will you sprinkle water on each cloth? It will take a lot of time. We can find a simplified solution. Sprinkle water on all the clothes at once and then immediately start ironing them. So it will save a lot of time. So change the work sequence. Using appropriate posture. As you can see in the picture, the woman is sitting and cutting vegetables. When we have some energy, we are cutting the vegetables standing in the kitchen. Automatically an energy level will go down. We can avoid standing when some things can be done while sitting. You can sit and chop your vegetables. Cooking wise, yes, you have to stand. That's understandable, but you can always sit and chop the vegetables while watching TV, communicating with your family members, etc. That will save you a lot of time and energy as well. As you can see in the picture, the same picture we have used, but the concept is different here. Working at an appropriate height. It's very important that you work at an appropriate height. Some people have different kinds of height. So anything that is matching your height level should be followed. If you're ironing the clothes at a lower level, you will get back pains or you will get tired, you will get neck pain, etc. So always use some things which are at your height so that your energy is also saved, your work is faster and your body aches are avoided. And body aches can definitely lead to fatigue and then rest more delay in the work. So always measure things at your height when you're doing the work. So it all comes from management and planning. Number 7, as you can see in the picture, dovetailing. The woman is taking up a lot of roles at the same time. In the kitchen, dovetailing is a process of combining 2 or more activities at the same time. Like for example, doughing the flour, cooking eggs and making tea. All this can be done at the same time instead of doing it at a different time and wasting a lot of time. You can manage your work, combining 2 or more activities together at the time. That's called dovetailing. Rather than spending one whole hour or one full time for a single activity, it's always wise to do 2-3 activities at the same time. Using ready to use consume items, for example garlic. Some garlic is something that we need every day, which garlic paste, etc. So it's not wise to make garlic paste every day. You can always make a garlic paste in abundance and keep it in the fridge. Since you have to use it every day, you can cut it, keep it ready and keep it in the fridge. It won't get bad. You can use it again and again whenever you need it to cook your food. So this is called using ready to use consume items. Not just for garlic, you can do this for different vegetables, etc. You can cut them and keep them in the fridge as per your plan whenever you have to cook. Just remember, these should be non-perishable, that don't go bad easily, not for perishable ones. 9th step is attractive workplace, as you can see in the picture. When the workplace is attractive, it always gives you more energy and it makes you feel good about working. It's very important to keep it tidy and clean, whatever you're working on. It gives you good energy to work to. And second thing is, use bright colored containers and patterned crockery that is beautiful to the eyes, that is good, that gives positivity to the eyes and gives us better way to work. The work has ample light and ventilation so that we can work easily and breathe well while we are working. Organizing and storing things in the respective place, all these things help in keeping the energy and time managed. Perfect your skills. There are a lot of people who are very skilled, maybe for tailoring, IT, computers, etc. and who train, etc. So maybe they will have that skill. So just keep practicing your skills. Once your skills are getting better, keep practicing so that your time is less used and you can save a lot of energy. So it's very important to perfect your skills so that time is managed well if you're skilled. Thank you.